All right. Now, whoever the woman is, she's a wife of someone who was brought to Jesus, so that's odd. That's what I keep explaining to your dumbass, right? In Judaism, you don't bring a man's wife to the Messiah unless it's the Messiah's wife. Stubborn jackass, right? In the first place, right? No man, okay, unless it's his own wife, can even judge her that way to stone her or not. That's the whole point of the passage of what they're bringing her there for, right? They caught her with another man, having sex with him. Right. Now, in Matthew, though, it talks about divorce, right? Did he also, because she cheated on him with another man, divorce her, right? Is that what they're asking him about? And how does that teaching end? Save for the cause of fornication, right? Which is sex outside your marriage with another man. That's the only way you can legally divorce her. You understand, right? Because see, if your wife is not happy with you, no, and she's cheating on you, let her go. Let her go. Right? That's what it means too, right? Don't try to hold on and force her to stay with you if she ain't happy. She's going to eventually cheat on you anyway. I know. If she's not happy with you, I know. And she's doing it because sometimes they don't even care if you stone them. You're such a dick. They want to die. I know. Right. They would sooner die than have you touch them again yourself. And would sooner risk fornication with another man, even if it means stoning her. With him, you're supposed to stone them both, like I said, right? Another reason he couldn't stone her is they did not bring him with her, which is what the law says. You can't stone one independent of the other. They both had the sex, right? Against the husband, right? Who was in the temple preaching, right? He wasn't doing nothing wrong. She was. She was. If she was his wife. Otherwise, why would it matter to him? Who is this strange woman anyway they're bringing to him? A prostitute? Why would I care? If a prostitute got caught in the act of adultery, it wouldn't bother me. If it's some other man's wife, it wouldn't bother me. But if it's my wife, yeah, I would have to deal with that suddenly. Because it's early in the morning. Who would expect her to be having sex with another man while I'm at the temple preaching? I know. And teaching. No one. No. But if she did, and they just brought her, I know she was the man, right? She was with, right? The law says I can't stone her independently of him. If I'm going to do that, I need both. That's another reason they wouldn't go get him. Either they felt guilty. Because they all were involved with it somehow. You think they all knew? And if you all knew my wife would cheat on me with another man, you're not going to stop it. You're going to let her do it, huh? And that's entrapping her into it, or talking her into it, letting her do it with another man to test my reaction to it when you catch her with the other man, right? And I'm teaching forgiveness of sin, not condemnation, am I? That's what you don't understand about Jesus. That's why you're more of Satan than of Jesus. You can't forgive. Truly, you can't forgive the sinner their sin. Therefore, you're of Satan from the beginning, right? He taught you that. He did something with you so vile you became ashamed of your body, which can only be anal sex. I know that. Right. I know that. Too. All right. Now, some of you get so religious, though, you can't even look at a woman and be attracted to her. That's crazy. I know that's crazy. You're supposed to be a heterosexual man trying to find a wife anyway. Normally. Even if you're gay, you think you're going to want a person who's going to cheat on you if you're gay or be faithful to you. Even they know it's better to be faithful to a person, gay or straight, right? If you want someone to be with you, because you don't want to get into the pattern of cheating on someone, right? Now, yes, I've been with a number of women like King David, but I shouldn't be up in the area of Solomon at all, which was 1,000 women. Not only did he have 300 wives, which he's legally required to have sex with, he may have also had their concubines or handmaids, right? Which is 700 of them. Now they're to attend to both his needs and the wife's needs, right? As long as he's alive and married to them too, right? So if he had all 1,000 to wife, did he have 1,000 children at least? I don't know. But if he did, he did. Right? Now, the girl in Song of Solomon though, is saying, my beloved is white. I am black. Uh-oh. I don't know. He's white, she's black. Right. Right. Not that I'm against interracial dating in the first place, but like I said, right, I know. Exactly. I know. I don't know who I'm supposed to be with anyway, and I choose kind of an Asian-looking woman, which is kind of in the middle, right? Neither white nor black. But what does it mean? I don't know. It's the whole point here. But what does forgiveness do versus condemnation? You're trying to condemn an act of adultery, right? So why is it better that Jesus forgave the act? Because the woman wasn't necessarily purposely cheating on him. She might have been more confused about him. And that's why she was cheating on him, right? We don't know the reason behind the adultery that was committed in John chapter 8. We just know an adulteress who was married to a man was brought to Jesus. Yet he's not supposed to be her husband. So why would he care? Psst, you're an idiot. You don't want to know the truth. You just want to argue, even though you're wrong. And I'm trying to find a woman. Why can't I? Because the women don't want me, or the men don't want me with the women and the quality of women I'm with. So that could be a problem too, right? Charlotte, Scarlett, whatever. And like I said, you can't control what another person does in their dating life, only what you're doing. And during the day, I run into women I'm attracted to, but I behave, right? Like I said, I might go out to the strip club once a month, but the girl chooses me, right? Or I choose them and give them the option, and they can still turn me down, right? But it's still to a certain point, and you can interact with them. And whatever they allow you to do, you can do too, but it's not supposed to be sex, but whatever there too, right? Because the sex alone ain't the problem as shown with the woman caught in the act of adultery, right? She was having sex with another man, right? But they didn't bring the other man, right? Just her and Jesus. So you're missing the whole point of the story if he forgave her or not, right? Okay? But it's not his wife. You know that for sure, right? No. No, you don't know for sure. You hope it wasn't his wife. Why? Because then you would have to forgive your own wife if she was to do the same thing to you. That's why. And like Satan, you want to condemn her and stone her and send her to hell, even if it's by herself. Even if you're part of the reason why she cheated on you. Though I'm sure their relationship was perfect if it was Jesus' wife. Like any relationship is perfect here when it's not. Nothing is perfect here. We're all sinners saved by grace through faith, not of works, lest any man should boast. Including in acts of homosexuality that some men do to each other, right? Up to rape. No. And like I said, even if they rape me in the Navy, I'm fighting them off the best I can till blackout, which is the only reason I wouldn't remember. Right? I know. I'm still forgiving, though, the crime. I don't remember what happened, right? I know. But I am fighting them to blackout, which is all you could do if you said no and they're insisting. Or they're trying to quid pro quo you because their wife had sex with you instead. And they're wanting to punish you for it somehow, right? And they think that justifies it. And when it don't. If you can't stone her, you also can't rape the male who had sex with her either. If the sex was consensual and he didn't know it was your wife, that's the point too. Your wife can lie to him and tell him she's single even if she's married, right? And he can't do nothing about it. Right? He don't know either. And if she's willing to be with him and you say he's fat, you say he's this, and you say he's that, right? You're pushing her into his arms because she knows the weight ain't his choice because he's disabled physically and mentally from the military, right? And doing the best he can with the physical and mental, right? And you seem the bigger dick than he's being, whether she knows about him or not, which he doing this just for you or her. This is what I am studying into with the whole Bible. Whereas you're taking it out of context to change what the whole message is, right? And missing the final message, which is in chapter 7 on, right? That's the whole point. Now, when you're condemning, what do you want to do? Punish the person, right? When you're forgiving, you let it go, even if they cheated on you, right? One is good, still, one is evil. And one appears good, but it's really evil because you're trying to hurt someone from your treatment of them, which is the only thing that would make them cheat on you. Or they don't think you're the one for them and you won't let them go and you're trying to hold on to them forcefully, right? Which again is a problem with some people. They think first come, first serve, right? They do that too. If I find this woman first, she gotta stay with me for the rest of her life and she don't have a choice, right? Well, you can't take it that far either. Now, am I telling, for example, Jesse Duplantis and his wife to break up? No, I'm not doing that either. Right. That's an example. Do I tell you to cheat on your wife? No. Nor her, you, ideally. But what are you going to do if they do? You're supposed to forgive them their trespasses. And also our debts, right? As well. See, you ascribed me a debt when I need something to buy for my house, right? You also got to supply me money to pay that debt, right? And since I was injured in the military, I get what's called disabled veteran, which is determined by the Veterans Affairs medical staff, not me, And if they say I get it, it don't matter how you feel about it. It don't matter if you like it or not. I get it like any other person injured during his time in the military who was fine psychologically and neurologically fit for naval duty before he even got to the ship. But it's 2.5 years after he's on the ship that he starts complaining of hearing voices, and until that time he was just having sleeping issues, which you brought up there in the first place. Right. Now, if they found nothing neurologically or psychologically wrong with him at first, it was continued pressure from the shipmates who were not training him as they were supposed to. And he's the subordinate. He's not the junior. He's not even the senior. You're supposed to train him. He has nothing over you to make you try to have sex with him either, by the way. They can't flip it on him and say Shane had something on them where he was trying to make them have sex with him. No, they were supposed to train him and did not train him. And that's what they're supposed to do, period. Right? But they wouldn't do it, right? The whole time he's in the Navy, right? Which with Sheena drove him to hear voices because he thinks either she didn't want the sex or she was confused and did, and then changed her mind because the shipmates wrote her evil letters or something. I don't know. Either way, I don't know. The problem started with her. Now, where I really started hearing voices, right? That's when it happened, right? I have never reported hearing voices, not even really after the dream, right? Unless, like I said, the first time I read Revelations, I might could have heard a voice say, "That's you," by chapter 5, verse 5 or something. Maybe. But I don't remember for sure if I told anyone that beforehand. But there's only one place I could have told someone that beforehand, and that's at the wreck. If someone is trying to kill me over sleeping with Vivian Sauter or a girl I met further on down the road that might have been Vietnamese or Asian and looked like the girl I would like to date one day. And that's all that would have to have been, right? For me to be with her or not, right? But whatever happened before, during, or after, I have amnesia of the whole affair, right? All I know is I turned down the road, blacked out, woke up in the hospital, was released within a day later, and then out the door, right? And went home. That's all I know about it, right? Memory-wise. I was blacked out, though, for the whole time. I don't really remember a lot of details. I don't even remember eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner the day before, right? I would have at least ate dinner, right, when I got to the room finally, right? If not lunch and dinner, right? And at least breakfast the following morning, right? While they're doing all their tests to make sure I'm okay before they release me to the public, right? Or back to my mom, right? Who was still my guardian at the time, too, right? I'm still 16 and under the age of 17 or 18 even, right? And see, Myron and David had gotten in trouble around the same time, and I might even talk to them about that, right? Which they're not supposed to know, but then Mark tried to get me in trouble after I turned 17, around January. After I'm trying to figure out how the hell I even survived the wreck, but trusting in God, I did, right? It's all you can do after an event like that, too. Same with the fall. I'm out of it for about 2 weeks there, trying to get out of bed probably constantly. Whatever I'm doing up till then, they're putting me on at least Tylenol codeine, which is that could even knock you out. And for the first 2 weeks, I'm kind of out of it. And I'm going to look at that, which means I'm only being fed intravenously for 2 weeks. Then I kind of come out of it. They let me progress from bed to chair, to wheelchair, to walker, to crutches in 4 weeks, right? And then I'm on my feet again, right? Wow. Because I'm always a believer in Jesus and the miracles in the Bible. What more do I have to tell you for that? I don't condemn myself for trying to find a wife, even if you messed up and married the wrong man either, right? I know that can happen too, ladies, but like I said, you can't all come after me on the same night or there's going to be a clusterfuck. If you're all trying to fuck me too. I don't know you are. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying. That's a kind of joke there, right? I don't even know you'd be interested in me if I'm attractive to you or not, right? I might could be some of you, and I might could be none of you, right? And we're all different, and we're all different. Yet also all the same. But like I said, they're trying to act like this is receding. Does it look like it's getting higher or lower or the same? Right? That's what I keep telling them to do. If something's going up, yeah, it's receding. If it's going down, it's growing back. And if it's the same, it's the same. That's all I can tell you it looks like to me is it's the same. Whatever. Have a good day.